Guys, I just want to come back for another video. Listen, man, I want to give y'all just a little short message of what I did on Sunday. I'm going to post the whole message on Facebook and YouTube, but I am going to just give you the short message of this thing because it was some stuff that I thought of after this message, and I just wanted to just give it to you guys because this is not going to be in that message, but I'm going to give you some thoughts that I had after I had preached. Most of the time, us as preachers, you have other things you wish you would have said. This is one of those wish you would have said. But let me help y'all right quick. I preached from this thought on Sunday. Still in the hospital, just feeling better. Still in the hospital, just feeling better. Listen, most of us, if we be honest with ourselves, we be honest with everybody, we all know that we call the church a hospital. We call it a place where anybody can come, whether you insured or not, come and get assured that God can change anybody. So it tells everybody, just come, everybody, come. It don't matter how you are, come. But I told them, I say, that's what we say. We tell people to come as they are. And I use the hospital for an example. Come on, somebody. I say, it's amazing how we come to the hospital or come to the ER. We in the ER and we are nudging people, talking about what somebody else got on. Come on. The church is the same way. All of us are sick in the ER, in the hospital, and we all need a physician. We know that God is the great physician. He is our physician. But let me help you. I thought about this thing after I got through preaching. I was like, you know what? If I'm having a heart attack, I don't care what I look like. Just get me to the ER. If I feel like I'm threatening a stroke, I don't care what I look like. Get me to the hospital. So it's amazing to me that you can be in a ER and be judgmental. You can be in a ER and look at folks and say, why they ain't put no pamper on that baby? Why that baby hair ain't done? Why? Because I was threatening a heart. I felt like one side had got numb, and they told me if it's the right side, that means I might be having a heart attack. I don't have time to get pretty. See what we have to do is, if we tell people to come as they are, they may be threatening some stuff. Come on. They may be threatening. They may feel like it's the end. So I decided to come, and it's amazing how they can come in and we turn around and talk. All of us in the house. Come on. Listen, I don't need shoes. I don't care what I got on. If my wife and me, if somebody's sick, and they feel, you ain't got time to be talking about, let me wash up under my arms. No, you feel like you are about to die. So we tell people to come in as they are, and then we turn around and criticize. Still in the hospital, just feeling better. If we would be honest with ourselves, we know that most of us are in the hospital just feeling a little bit better. And since we feeling better, we think that we have a right to be able to talk about somebody else. Look. I wouldn't have brought my child. I would have did. But see, you are there with the toothache. You are there because you got a little backache. You there because you done hurt one of your fingers. Come on, you there for something light. Those people are there, and you don't even understand that they are working on their family in the back. So you don't know that they was threatening a heart attack. You don't know that one side had already went numb. You don't know. So you are judging the book, but you don't know what's going on in the back room. Come on, well, I'm trying to tell you that most of people, we tell them to come, and then we turn around and talk about them. Let's just keep it real. Like we have a place to talk about anybody. Like we have a place to be able to point a finger at anybody. What I found out is the Bible said that he that is without sin cast the first stone. There's so many people in the church. Come on. There's so many people in the church. Got a stone for everybody. They ain't sick, but everybody around them be a pastor sick, first lady sick, everybody sick except them. They got all the answers. So I said, hey, they should have died for us. Come on, somebody. What I'm telling you is that we have to get to a place where we understand that I'm sick and I'm just in the hospital. Come on. I'm still in the hospital, just feeling better, just feeling a little bit better. What I'm telling you is we got to get to a place that we stop judging from what we think. Come on. We stop judging from what we feel, like how we feel. I don't do it, so you shouldn't. I told them, I said, it's amazing to me how we oftentimes, can I just use this? The Bible say it was talking about this guy that went down to pray. He got there and prayed, and he started praying, and he said, you know what? I'm glad I ain't like Johnson. You know, Johnson this and Johnson that, and I'm glad I ain't like Johnson, Lord. I'm telling you, I mean, I ain't nothing like Johnson. And there's so many people going to the altar instead of going for themselves. They talking about who ain't got it right and who ill got it right and who I think saved and who I think is dead. And they are going to the altar and they are sitting there. They ain't like the man who said, Lord, forgive me. I know I'm wrong. I ain't did right. I done messed up, Lord. See, but most people in churches are looking at everybody except the man or woman in the mirror. They're looking at your child. They're looking at other folks' children when they child they're doing more. Come on, somebody. They always got an answer for yours, but they never got an answer for their own. What I'm telling y'all is we're still in the hospital just feeling better. Most of us, if we be honest, we understand that we don't have it all together. We don't have all the answers. We don't know which way to go sometimes. Listen, and it's amazing to me that oftentimes, let me use this and I'm going to get on out of here. I never forget, I often tell this story a lot. When I first started preaching, I was in Louisville, Alabama, and I was at my mama's house, so I walked across over there. And, you know, when people saw me coming, oh, here come the preacher. Oh, preacher this. Oh, boy, here come the preacher. Put your beer up. Put your liquor up. Put the cigarettes up. Put everything up because here come the preacher, the preacher. And they just preached me down. And I got there and I said, you know what? Yeah, see, I said all this stuff. You ain't got to hide none of that stuff. I have no heaven or hell for you. I say, listen, if we just be honest, if I'll be honest with you, there's only one difference between me and you. Come on. I'm no better. I still make mistakes. I still mess up even unto this day. Come on, somebody. If we just be honest. So I was sitting there being honest with them. I reached my hand into the cooler, get a beer out and say, listen, God is not going to come out of heaven and stop me from drinking. But this is what I did. I say, listen, I can pop it. God ain't going to come out of heaven. But what I did do is I choose to serve him. And at any time you can make the same choice. And I told them, I said, listen, the only difference, the only thing, if you think that I'm better, if you think that I'm this and I'm that, I'm no better. It's just the choice that I made. If we tell folks the truth, that listen, I mean, I wasn't married at this time. Let me just be honest with you. And I wasn't married. And, you know, they want to go a little bit deeper. They say, well, don't you try out a car before you drive it? I said, yeah, you ain't married yet. You can try. I said, yep, you showed it. That's right. I should. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. What's next? Because I let them know that guess what? All have sinned and came short of his glory. It don't matter how high you get, no matter how many scriptures you know, no matter how much you look at somebody else's problem, no matter how much you try to tear down somebody else, understand this, that we're just still in the hospital feeling better. Just because I'm a little bit better, I feel throat feel better now. Come on. I feel a little bit better now. See, we are thinking that since we are in the hospital feeling better, that we can talk about somebody else. Come on. We thinking that at least I'm going. Come on. You just like that man. Come on. You just like the man who was sitting there praying. At least I go to church. At least I ain't like, at least. And a lot of folks are like that. But listen, I'm done right here. Let me tell you something. Let me give you this. This is what I gave the church on Sunday. I told them to stop allowing people to make you feel bad for your shortcomings because you going to church. See, what people are thinking is they thinking that this crazy world that we're living in now, or people thinking from the beginning of time, I guess, or whoever started this thing had to be the devil who got people thinking that you got to be perfect to come to church, that you can't come to church then get out and cuss. You can't come to church and then get out and do certain things. You can't come. Yes, you can too, because listen, I know where I started at. Let me help y'all. I started in the very back. So coming in with Aunt Mamie. Come on, somebody. In the very back. It was sneaky and let Aunt Mamie go on in because, you know, they finna sing and come in and all that. And I don't know about what time the preacher finna get up, so I sneak into the back. But it was something about Ella Dickens. Hey, you back there in the back. The one with Aunt Mamie. Make me stand up. Tell who my mama and them is. Come on, somebody. But listen, I never knew that me coming in every Sunday, John 15:3 said, you will cleanse through the words which I have spoken unto you. I came there. I was drunk sometimes. Come on, I came there just so dope. Come on, I came there and I was shacking. Come on, I came there and I was doing some of everything. Come on, I came there and I didn't have it all together. But guess what I did? I found that verse of scripture that told me in John 15:3 that I was cleansed through the words what I have spoken unto you. So eventually, with me sitting up under something, come on, only thing I could hear was heaven or hell, and I made a decision. I said, I choose heaven, and with me choosing heaven, come on, I stopped selling dope. Come on, I stopped shacking. Come on. I stopped a lot of the things that I was doing. But guess what? When I kept moving to the front, I found out that I was still coming up short. When I got in the pulpit, I found out that I was still coming up short. And I say, Lord, I just thank you for the blood. See, listen, if we be honest, we are just still in the hospital. Come on, just feeling better. We just still there. We ain't what we used to be, but we ain't what we want to be, but we are better than what we was. Come on, we ain't what we used to be. We not what we want to be, but we are better than what we were. And we got to understand that we are all on this journey. We are all striving to make it in. We are all just trying, all doing our best. I believe the old songwriter said, I'm coming up on the rough side of the mountain, doing my best just to make it in. Come on, if we would just be honest, we know that we all are just doing what we can. Come on, and you need to look at somebody else and say, just do all you can and just give it to the Lord. And that's what we got to do. I came from the back, but drinking and smoking and shacking and doing this and doing that and clubbing and smelling like beer and putting peppermint in. I came from all of that. Dope in my pocket one time. I came from all of that, but look at me now. See, I didn't give up. I found that the word would cleanse me. It would bring me where I need to be. It would put me on another level. What I'm telling you is, if the church folks would be honest, they would tell you, like I'm telling you, still in the hospital, just feeling better. Don't have nobody make you feel bad because you got out of church and could. Don't make nobody make you feel bad because you got out of church and did something. Listen, just let them know I'm going to continue to go to the hospital. I'm going to continue to get my medicine because I know the medicine is what's going to help me. I know the medicine is what's going to get me where I ain't going to be cussing when I ain't going to drink. I ain't going to smoke. I'm going to stop it all sooner or later. But I know as I stop, that is going to be something other else that the Bible shows me that I'm coming short. I know it's going to be something other else that you're going to be able to find and say that I'm doing wrong. I know it's going to be something other else. It's going to be something other else. Yeah, you stop that, but come on, you better understand that no matter how where you go in the Lord, there's going to always be somebody butting you. Y'all ain't with me. Listen. What I'm telling you is, stop allowing people to make you feel bad about going to church and still having shortcomings. Going to church and still getting out being mad. Going to church and still getting out drinking you want. Going to church and still getting out smoking. Going to church and still getting out cussing. Going to church and still getting out selling drugs. Going to church and still getting out shacking. Going to church and still getting out whatever you doing. Going to church and still don't allow people to tell you, because those same people that act like they got all the answers, why they ain't. Come on, somebody. Listen, so I just wanted to give you this right here. Still in the hospital, just feeling better. If we all be honest with ourselves, we all done did it. I done did it. You done did it. You done been at the ER looking at somebody else. Come on, somebody. You done been there. You done been at the ER looking at somebody else. Now I know they did. I ain't know why I come like that, but you don't understand what's going on in the room that you haven't made it into yet. You don't understand who they working on back there, who was threatening something. And when you are threatening something, you don't care how you look. Come on. When you are threatening something, when you feel something in your chest that's threatening you, your breath is getting short and that's threatening you. You don't care nothing about putting no wig, how I look, how I need to make sure I got it. You don't care nothing about that because it's threatening you. And what I'm telling you is that I had to get to a place where I just felt threatened, and that threatened made me just come like I was. That threatening made me come drunk. That threatening made me come shacking. That threatening because I felt something, and I didn't care nothing about what people were saying around me. I was going for myself, just like the people at the ER. They don't care nothing about them folks. They don't care because they got their bunny on or they ain't got their bunny. They don't care because they come in there barefoot. They know mama's back there. They know brother's back there. They know my husband or wife is back there. My child is back there. I don't care nothing about. Who cares about what folks are nudging and saying? And I got somebody back there that's going through some things. What I'm telling you is, we gotta stop it. Let's stop being in the hospital, being in the emergency room, judging somebody else, and you don't know that they folks back back there threatening something, maybe have been in a bad car accident, may have to just jump up out the bed and get there right quick. And they wasn't thinking about, no, let me get pretty because I don't know who's going to be up here. And that's how it is at the church. Folks are threatening some things, and they are going through some things, and they need some help, and they get there, and all of a sudden you talking about your wig and your child and your husband and your wife and how many men this is and how many women this is. Oh, you stealing. Oh, you on drugs. Oh, you ain't nothing but alcohol. Oh, you this and you that. They threatening something. And when every time you threatening something, you don't care how you look. You don't have time to worry about what folks are saying because I'm threatening something. We tell them to come as they are. We tell them to come any kind of way. We tell them to come however you can make. Just come. And then when they get there, you in the hospital and you got the nerve. You in the church, which was what we call the hospital, and you got the nerve to be worrying because they threat ain't the same as yours. You came and we can wait on you, but mine is, and you wondering how did he get before me because I'm threatening something way worse. They check my pressure, they check my vitals, and they say we got to get him to the back. What I'm telling you is stop being in the ER, stop being in the hospital with your judgmental stuff. Stop thinking that your mess don't. Stop thinking that you can come on, that you got the right to throw something. Still in the hospital, just feeling better. He that's without sin cast the first stone. They say Jesus wrote something in the ground. I can imagine if she was reading it. Don't worry, you won't be stoned today. If it was me right now. You won't be stoned today. Just read that right there, baby. And rocks started to drop because they found out that I got some problems too. Yeah, me the preacher. I'm talking about me now. They found out that I ain't got it all together either. Yeah, me the preacher, not the preacher. Yeah, I got some shortcomings. Yeah, me, the preacher, not the preacher. Yeah. I ain't got time to be pointing at nobody. I ain't got time to be worried about. Come on, I ain't got time to be talking about. Come on, I ain't got time to be. Come on. See, some of y'all got some problem because you're too busy in somebody else's business. Come on, some of y'all ain't nothing but busy about it. That's what the Bible calls you, busy about it. Some of you ain't got nothing but all the right answers for somebody else. Come on, some of you, I don't have time. I ain't got time to be sitting around worrying about the next man or woman when I got my own junk going on, when I'm in my own room. Come on, I got my own private room. I ain't got time to be talking about what that doing or what that preacher doing or what that first lady. I don't have time. Too busy trying to make sure I ain't miss my medication. Come on, too busy make sure I ain't miss my pill call. Too busy worried about me. See, I'm too busy worried about me. Then to worry about something, to point out somebody else's problem in the ER with me, to worry about somebody else's problem. Just make sure you don't give me the wrong medicine. I'm in the hospital too. I'm in the house. I ain't got time to be going from floor to floor trying to see who all in the hospital, who all sick, who all on the same floor as me, so we can be. Now I'm too busy worrying about my own medicine. Making sure I ain't overtook. Making sure that my prescription is right. I don't have time to worry about your prescription. See, when you are threatening something, you don't care about how you come. You just want to be there. You just want to see, can I get something to relieve this pain? You just want to see, I just need to find Jesus. He is the great physician. He is the Alpha and Omega. He is the beginning and the end. He is all of that. So I just need the physician. Talking about me now. I ain't worried about nobody else. I need the physician. I told my church, I said, listen, sometimes my wife, if she would be honest, and she started laughing at the churches on Sunday, I said, listen, sometimes she probably think I ain't saved because all the things, all the stuff I may say, all the stuff I have done, she may even think that, but I said, baby, I'm just sick, but getting better. So I don't have time to look and point fingers and tell me this one ain't right and what that should do and the Bible say this about that and the Bible said I don't have time because I'm too busy worrying about me. Too busy making sure I refill my prescription on that and refill on this and Lord, I gotta be there on Sunday. Lord, I gotta be there on Wednesday night. Lord, I wish we did something on Friday. Lord, I need you. Lord, I gotta read something for my own stuff. Lord, I just gotta do something. Come on, see when you understand that you're threatening some things, you ain't worried about what everybody else doing. Just get me to the hospital. A lot of people or threatening some stuff, saying, get me to the hospital. And then they hear you talk about them, how they smell, how they look, what they got on, and they don't go back. And that blood, I believe, is going to be on your hand. It's like going to the hospital and they returning you home, or they refusing you because you don't have insurance, or refusing you because you don't smell good, or refusing you because your wig ain't done, or refusing you because your teeth ain't brushed, or refusing. See, what I'm telling you is, come all of you who are laboring heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Come on, all of you that burn down, all of you who feel like you've been working all day long, all of you who feel like you've been fighting all day long, all of you who feel like you just can't take no more. Come on. I need some help. I need somebody to come and relieve. Come on, I need somebody to tag me. Come on. I'm telling you, when you feel like you can't do nothing, when you just feel like I'm just all burned out, I quit. Come on, somebody. And God is saying, just tag me in. Let me yoke up with me. Let me carry some of that. Let me carry right now. What I'm telling you is, see, when you are in the hospital just feeling a little bit better, don't be like most folks, dirt talking about dirt. Come on. Understand that you are there for yourself. You are there for your family. Come on, you listen. I know most folks, when they get there, they looking around trying to see who got what. Don't worry about that. Just worry about what's going on back there. Because you ain't here just to be here. You're not at the ER just to be. You're not in the church just to be. You are there for yourself. Tired of folks so busy knowing about what everybody else's business except theirs. Busy. Listen, God bless you. Just want to give you just a few minutes. I don't know how many. This may be 5, maybe 10. Just a few minutes of a message that I preached and of some thoughts that I had after the message, after the message. But listen, still in the hospital, just feeling better. If we all would be honest and stop worrying about everybody else, boy, imagine what the church could be. Imagine how great it would be. Just imagine if we would truly be overcome by the words of our testimonies. When we tell people the truth, me, drug dealer, drugs in my pocket, drinking, shacking, in and out of jail. If you tell all of that, but you're too busy worrying about that pamp or the baby girl. Hairy, skirt too short, muscles, hide your pocketbook, hide your wives, hide your husband. You're too busy worrying about the wrong thing. This thing is personal. It's personal. I can't take your medicine and you can't take mine. Our doses are different. That's what's wrong. There's too many people trying to take somebody else's medicine. Our doses are different. We just because we on the same flow don't mean we're taking the same dose. Don't mean we eat at the same time. Don't mean we go at the same. It's different. Still in the hospital, just feeling better. I pray right now that this encourages you. I pray that this makes you look at life a little bit different. I pray right now that you understand that he that's without sin cast it for you. You can't. You can't. And start to focus on you instead of what everybody else is doing. Stop being that busybody. Stop being that mailman. Stop being somebody mail carrier. They say it. I ain't want to get. You ain't nothing but a busybody. Know everybody's business but your own. You know what everybody else husband doing. You know what everybody else wife doing. What about yours? Come on, somebody. You know what everybody else children doing. What about yours? Busybodies. Take this medicine for yourself. Do this for yourself. And stop focusing on everybody else and focus on you. Get yourself right. Like you can't. Throw a stone in if you feel like you're able. God bless you. I just didn't mean to say all that. But listen, still in the hospital, just feeling better. God bless you.